brief introduction, right? Without too many repetitions, if you can. Okay, go for it.
Very good morning, one and all. This is Kaunan Shahidi, and on behalf of Sudipak Malwai, I welcome you all to another empowering morning conversation. So what do we do here? We practice and we learn and we rediscover ourselves, and we shift ourselves from default mode to creation mode. And what is the default mode? Default mode is, as usual, reaction, as usual, resistance, as usual, blaming and complaining. But what we do here, we learn and practice to shift and be in the creation mode. So we always find the ways to create the new things and shift from the negativity to the not only positivity, but possibility. Because we all are extraordinary, magnificent, and wonderful human beings. And we deserve to be loved and respected for who we are. But in the world of negativity, we always get indulged into the circumstances and lose our focus. But the practice what we do here is to ensure that we live in the life of our dream. And that dream life, what we all desire, is nothing but all of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory.
Thank you,
So with
Gunain.
that,
I'd like Vetrivel to say a few words too.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. It is always kind of an amazing feeling to see all the energetic people and be in this conversation, sir. And the unique thing about EMC is everybody wants something and running behind it, but very few has got the clarity that what they want. If people know what they want, they can go behind it. So the EMC is helping them to give what they want, that clarity. So what through this, what we do is we help them to shift from survival mode to create mode. That is what all basics. And in the world, there are plenty of negativity. Without invitation, it comes to us. And people unknowingly pick it from other people and circumstances. What we do is we help them to dissipate that. Unknowingly, people are always complaining about themselves, complaining about others. But EMC is helping them to shift their focus from complaint to the possibility, because the world is full of possibility. That is what the realization people get when they regularly be in touch with EMC and learn the tools and practice the tools. And success mantra we teach. Some people teach small techniques and charge too much. Here is a place where we teach a great mantra and charge nothing. The success mantra is increasing the focus and increasing the energy. How to do that? We have tools.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Vetrivel.
Thank you.
Okay, so, wonderful thing, both Gunain as well as Vetrivel said is that, we forget what we want. So I said this to someone and that person said, who says? I know, I am only doing everything that I want. So I said, tell me, what is it that you want? So everything that he said had to do with survival only. So even our wants are the ones which are there because of situations, right? And please note the use of the word want. You want because you lack. Yeah, all lack is what? Survival stuff, right? If you lack a house to sleep in, you want a house. If you lack money to feed yourself properly, you lack something, right? We are talking about creating a desire, creating a life that we desire. And today's session is going to address something very important. Now, every session that we do here is designed to work on ourselves at the mental, physical, emotional, and energetic level. Now, we don't have too much understanding about this energetic level. Okay, the world is beginning to recognize it as the spiritual quotient, otherwise known as a SQ. So today we're going to talk a little bit. Now, some of you have had this conversation with me before. Okay. And we'll have another conversation, hopefully, to take it to another level. So shall we go ahead, boys and girls? Unless you have some question to ask or some sharing to do. And too bad for those who are going to join us late. They are missing out. So what is spiritual quotient and what is the role of that? Okay. So spiritual quotient is a measure of person's spiritual acumen. Now we call it consciousness. And we are doing a lot of work to raise the level of our consciousness. So we'll find out what this is. So what is IQ? We know IQ very well. So when we were in school and getting into college, a lot of importance was given to IQ, you know. So we used to buy these books about how to measure our IQ and all that. So that was the time when IQ was important. Then later on in the 90s, the emotional quotient became very important. They said that people who are more emotionally stable, they are able to do better in life. Okay. And now the world is waking up to something called as the SQ. A lot of large corporations are understanding the value of this. So now this is becoming the next big aspect of scientific research. And it directly correlates with awareness and consciousness. Okay. Now, how does it work? The way it works is, if you know very well the performance formula, P is equal to small p minus I. Small p is the potential that we have. Unfortunately, the interferers interfere with that. Okay. So spiritual power helps us to become more flexible in analyzing tough situations. See, the problem is that our perception is quite limited. See, we live in a keyhole reality. Can you imagine that you are only able to see the outside world through a very small window and you don't see anything else? Yeah. See, for us, the outside world is what? Very small window called the five senses. And there's a very famous guy who wrote a book in 1947. It was called Doors to Perception. And he said that the human mind and spinal cord are actually reducing valves. That even though human is capable of infinite perception, the mind and the spinal cord only allow limited perception to get inside. Now, can you imagine that if you're looking at life through a very small, keyhole, your perception and your grasp of reality is quite limited, isn't it? Now, the very interesting thing is that our brain and spinal cord mostly allows only survival related perceptions to get inside. That's the design of the mind. Okay. So when you raise your spiritual power, it makes you more flexible and understanding tough situations, understanding their cause, and seeking solutions. Finding solutions, weighing pros and cons and all that, and choosing the best alternative. So can you imagine that somebody who's on a battleground only can see what is there in front of him, and somebody who goes on a helicopter or a satellite and he's looking at it from above, he's seeing much more, right? So he's able to give better guidance. Now, what's the problem with us? We are seeing life like this, not all of it. So obviously, our solutions and our wants and our desires are very limited based on what we can see and what we can experience, which is very, very limited, right? So by coming here, what you're doing, you're indirectly through my poking, prodding, tools and questions, opening that awareness up. So that's why some of you are experiencing certain changes in life. Now, when you raise your spiritual quotient, you start getting creative inputs from beyond your five senses. These five senses are quite limited. People who are studying quantum mechanics, they are quite aware that the nature of reality that you are seeing depends on how you are seeing it. It's been proven, books are written on it. Sometimes a particle looks like a particle, sometimes it looks like a wave, depending on how you're looking at it. But one thing is there for sure, that we are all a vibration, we are all an energy. Okay? Now, people who are studying levels of consciousness, they have discovered something very interesting. And this is what we will talk to you about. Okay? People normally, they live at this level. Okay? Shame, guilt, anxiety, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride, and courage to deal with all survival related stuff. Okay? Now, can you imagine if you have too much of shame, guilt, anxiety, and fear, which many of us have? How much fear we have, how much worry we have, and this desire which we are talking about is carnal desire. So don't, go into the higher meaning of this word. Okay? Grief, anxiety, guilt, shame. Mostly in this state of mind, there is not much action. There cannot be. Your mind paralyzes you. Now, when you look at the structure of the mind, you will know that when these emotions are coming, your rational mind is switched off. So you can't see possibilities. So gradually, so this area is where you are losing a lot of force to deal with life. Struggle, effort is force, right? Mehnat lagti hai. How much energy is getting wasted? When we start moving up from here, okay, you go into a state of what we call as neutrality, more willingness to explore possibilities, more acceptance and allowance. And this is where happiness and productivity starts coming to you with relative ease. The struggle part gets over. You understand? You're not struggling so much. And as you go above this, right, this rational mind is more and more powerful. Your awareness is much more. Okay? So when your awareness is very high, you see reality very differently from anybody else, right? That is the state where you will be, where you say that every experience is an opportunity to be a better version of yourself. That is the state. And then you will get peak performance without any stress. Okay? And as we move up the level of our consciousness, you're getting into a state of pure love and joy and peace and enlightenment. That's where synchronicity, the magic. Those of you who are doing good and good to great, and we were reading that book on magic, when we reach that state, magic starts happening. हिंदी में कहते हैं इच्छा शक्ति प्रकट होती है. What you manifest, what you think you manifest, what you ask for, you receive. And it looks like miracle. It isn't. Because now you know that reality listens to you. Reality is at your command. And you believe it, you see. If you don't believe that reality is at your command, that where consciousness helps you, you will not ask with conviction. Even your prayers don't have any conviction. So when we are reaching up to this level, so just know that whatever we are doing here, why did I get into access consciousness so much? Because I found that that's a very, very quick way and a very good way of raising our consciousness after having tried so many methodologies. Okay? Because I found the key to how to raise consciousness effortlessly and easily. So the few tools we have that we are sharing with you, they take you from the level of force to a place of power. Power is when you are harnessing, everything. Power is when you are in a state of oneness. Now, remember, I keep saying that we are looking at the world through a pinhole reality, because this mind, the structure is enumerated over here, only gives you limited perceptions. Now just imagine, brain number 1, That is the reactive brain. Got it? The survival brain. What does it do? It sees danger and it reacts. It can only do two things: fight or fly, run or fight. And it gets activated even when there is no threat to life. That's the problem. It was designed for human beings to deal with threats to life. It's called the primitive brain. You know why? Because it was designed in prehistoric times when life was dangerous. There were dangerous predators roaming around on the earth. Man was alone with his little tribe. So he had to either fight or he had to run away. He had to survive somehow or the other. So if you now also see animals, the lower animals, they have only fight and flight responses. Either they will run away or they will stand up and fight with you, bite you. Correct? So it's a very animal thing. It doesn't have much control here. Not much perception is required here. If anything looks dangerous, you will react. You'll either run away. So even if it means talking to your boss for a raise, and if it looks danger, you'll run away. Okay, or you'll get frightened, or you'll get paralyzed, whatever. Now, the key driver of this brain is what? Opinions, beliefs, convictions. Okay? It wants you to avoid pain, harm, safe and secure. Even an amoeba will go away from heat or bright light. Amoeba is supposed to not have a brain, right? So even a primitive animal does what we are doing here. But sorry to say, more than 90% of the time, we are in a state of limited awareness and we are only reacting and reacting 90% of the time. Then we've got an assistant to this brain. It's called the midbrain or the limbic brain. Yeah. Now this forms a major part of our brain. This one also has very low choice, right? This follows the analyzer. He's looking at every situation only for one purpose. Okay. This is where all the old memories are stored. All the old experiences are stored. If something bad happened in the past, everything is stored over here. Yeah. So in the past, somebody very tall with a deep voice and a big mustache shouted at you. It will be stored over here. Now in the present time, anytime you see a tall person, automatically it will trigger a reaction response. It'll say, oh, this guy looks dangerous. Okay. So anything from the past which is similar to something which was threatening to you or inimical to you, it will automatically tell this brain number one, hello, dangerous, react, run. Now this is the brain which does all this right and wrong, good and bad, judging, making meanings, interpreting, decision-making, opinions, beliefs, convictions. This is the one which is always saying right or wrong, agree or disagree, yeah, similar or familiar or not. See, this brain does not like. Brain number 1 and 2, they don't like anything unfamiliar. They don't like uncertainty at all. The truth of life is that nothing is certain, right? But brain number 1 and 2 wants everything to be predictable because predictable is safe. Yeah, they want everything which is familiar because familiar is safe. Brain number 2 can only recognize something which it knows from before, right? So it sees anything new. That new may be something very useful also, but he will reject it saying, "Pata nahi kya hone wala hai, what's going to happen?" Now, this is the pinhole reality in which we live. Brain number 1 and 2 doesn't really allow you to see what is really there. Now, the worst part is when brain number 1 is activated, it releases a chemical in your blood. And this chemical does not allow your rational brain to function. So what is your rational brain? Rational brain is brain number 3. Now, what does the brain number 3 do? Conan, read it. What it says over there, please. What does it do?
Brain number 3 is thinking and neocortex brain. It controls and high level of
control.
High control.
1 and 2 has no control, low control. Brain number 3 has high level of control. It has high level of choice also. Brain number 1 and 2, they have no choice. Pre-programmed, hai na? They cannot have choice. This brain has a choice of actions based on what it can see. if it is allowed to see. Please carry on.
And also this is involved in the reasoning, reflection, and discrimination, and differentiate thoughts and emotions.
Yeah, so normally what do? We are mixing up our thoughts and emotions, right? Thoughts are thoughts, emotions are emotions. Normally we operate in a co-mingling of these two. इनको अलग करेंगे तो response अलग होता है. Yeah. So negative thought is equal to negative feeling. Normally this is what happens, right? They got mixed. This fellow can distinguish between the two.
Yeah, and this helps to make clarity about the goal, focus, and get the goals done.
Yeah, see, the orientation of this brain itself is, going towards objectives and goals. This brain does not waste time in thinking about what happened, why it happened, right? It's always looking for possibilities. That's the orientation. And the most important thing is that it embraces uncertainty. It embraces the unknown. This brain has no problem with the unknown. Now, why is it that 90% of humanity is scared of dying? मौत से डरते हैं ना? क्यों? What is there to be afraid of? Completely new adventure, completely new life, complete freedom from the suffering of this planet, right? But we are afraid of it. You know why? Because we don't know what's going to happen over there. If you look at it rationally, what is there to be afraid of? Yeah. Right? But we don't like that. Na? This brain, it loves uncertainties. Aane do. And this is the brain where, it is full of curiosity, full of excitement. It wants to learn, it wants to grow, it wants, this is the brain which actually allows you to live your life fully. This is the brain that allows you to live your life that you love. This is the brain that cherishes and welcomes every experience as a gift. Okay? Now, even if you are able to deal with brain number 1 and 2, and your brain number 3 is more active, so can you see that it would see more possibilities, it would see more opportunities? Now, even brain number 3 is not designed for you to see all of it. Okay? So we are going, when we work in the area of consciousness, number 1, your brain number 3, that means your rational brain, naturally will be working much better. And when we work in the area of consciousness, you'll be opening yourself up to more perceptions. Like real reality is what you'll be dealing with, not this pseudo reality in which we live. See, the reality that we are perceiving through our 3 brains and 5 senses is not the real reality. It is the one which we created, and that's what we see. That is why they say, na, sab maya hai. It's all maya. What does that mean? So we are going beyond these 3 brains. Now, an aspect which has been very, very unknown till now is the whole business of being. Till now we are human doings. We always want to know what to do, how to do, what will I get to. No? Consciousness is not something which we have really explored very much. So there are people who are now engaged with me in the discovery of consciousness, and they know much more about it. Good morning, Sagar. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. So what is consciousness? So may I request Neeti ji to read this for me? I like to hear the sound of her voice sometimes.
Good morning, sir. Sir, the screen is not fully visible because of the picture insert, so I cannot see the last word.
Surroundings.
State of being aware of and responsiveness.
Responsive to one's surrounding.
Responsive to one's surrounding. Okay, that is what.
That your screen is getting cut on one side.
Okay.
Never mind. The second one, I'll read it then, don't worry. Consciousness is the ability to be present. Yeah, we'll take it slowly so you get it. It's hard to get anyway, so don't worry about it. Consciousness is the ability to be present in your life every moment without judgment of you or anyone else. Now, this is something I keep telling you every day, right? So consciousness is the ability to be present in your life every moment without judgment of you or anyone else. It is the ability to receive everything, reject nothing, and create everything you desire in life, greater than what you currently have and more than you can even imagine. You see, our perception is like, looking through a keyhole at the reality. So you can't imagine even very much. So consciousness is the ability to be present in your life at every moment without judgment of you or anyone else. It is the ability to receive everything, reject nothing, and create everything that you desire in life, greater than what you currently have and more than you can even imagine. To be able to do that, you have to shake up the foundations of your current reality, because it is so solidly entrenched in our head, it doesn't let go. So consciousness includes everything and everyone and judges nothing and no one. This is written by Dr. Dan here, who's the founder of Access Consciousness. Now, there are lots of insights I've had in my journey. Yeah, some of them are like this, that my mind is limited and confined by my beliefs. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I will talk to you in great detail about beliefs, my judgments, my points of view. Yeah, all of them are points of view, by the way. My tendency to react and to resist, my tendency to interpret everything. So if you want to expand yourself, if you want to expand your consciousness, what do you think you should do? You deal with your beliefs, you question them. Yeah. Be aware that your judgments are the most useless thing that you have, that your points of view are only your point of view. And if you start noticing that, you will notice that you are reacting less and you are resisting less. You will get into a state of awareness that you will find that you are only interpreting everything. You're not dealing with what is real. You're dealing with only your own interpretations. And because I'm doing all these things, I'm always a victim of my circumstances. So everybody getting that? Am I going too fast for you?
We are getting
Everything, sir.
Who spoke? I did not recognize that voice.
Good morning, Pooja this side.
मुझे लगा था it's Pooja. Thank you, Pooja, for letting us know that you're getting it. And all this stuff, many of the older people have had the pleasure of doing. Oh, Suchitra is also there today. Very good. Karna Purna Sudhab Bade. Wow. New name again. Huh? Milanji, good morning. Good morning to all of you. I hope you've been listening from the beginning. Major Saab, good morning.
Yes, sir. Happy morning, sir.
Happy morning. Is there ever an unhappy morning?
It is only to re-emphasize the happiness that is present in the morning, sir.
Yeah, reminder kind of. Hey, hello, be happy, man. So some of the tools, okay. Acceptance allows for disappearance. Actually, we should replace these words here, right? Allowance allows for disappearance. What does that mean? It means that if you can be in a state of allowance, a problem which looked like a big problem, it actually disappears and you start to see opportunities in it. How wonderful is that? That whatever is coming at you, instead of seeing it as a threat or dangerous, or troublesome or worrisome or whatever it is. It just disappears. And you say, wow, here's another experience. So every experience is a gift and be grateful for it. You will discover that. Shift from me because to me cause, and all this are stuff which I got in my journey till today. Yeah, be authentic. Don't waste your time in pretending to be something which you are not. You'll get nothing out of it. Forgive self and others. Develop integrity and be whole. We can spend days on talking on these authenticity and integrity, and perhaps we will. So there are some tools that I got from my journey in Access Consciousness, and I'm picking them up every day. In fact, the last 2 nights I've spent with Dan here, and Gary. I'm attending a 7-day program, and I'm still so bright and fresh today. So the first one is always be in this question, who does it belong to? You know that most of the time, our moods and our feelings and our thoughts are only getting picked up from other people. They are not ours. Energetically, we are connected to everybody, so we keep picking it up. You know something, early morning, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock is considered to be a very nice time for meditation and all. Do you know why? Do you? Anybody can tell me why? We've got all very profound.
Yes,
Why is it a very great time early in the morning?
because our mind is so calm and we are not interfering with the environment or people. And we, after waking up, we are in a different state of brain. So, and the environment is also like very nice. So the most, you can say the meditation when you are just being with yourself.
Should I tell you one very important thing?
Yeah.
See, what I told you a little while ago, we are always picking up the thoughts and feelings of others. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, early in the morning, most of the world is sleeping.
Quite.
So there
Yes.
is quietness, na?
Yeah.
कि दुनिया के दिमाग की जो कचर 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 कचर, we are not picking it up, you see. So that's why it is so peaceful early in the morning. Otherwise, the moment people start waking up, we also start picking up their stuff. Right? So whenever you're picking up this stuff and whatever you're feeling, just ask this question, who does it belong to? And ask this question a couple of times. Okay, and you'll feel light. And then you say, all right, I'm sending it back to the sender with consciousness attack. Mera nahi hai, rakho apne paas. A lot of time, even pain is not yours. You know that? You're picking up from somebody else. Send it back. It doesn't belong to you. And the second one is actually operating in life from this, When you have a judgment, your own, you're judging someone, you should say to yourself, wow, so Deepak, you've got this very interesting point of view. Great. At least remind yourself that it's only a point of view. And if somebody is judging you, in your mind, you can say, wow, what an interesting point of view they have. Let me see what I can get out of it. If you live your life from interesting point of view, you will be much happier, much freer. You'll see much more possibilities in life. And the next is another beautiful question I learned. If something is going very well in your life, ask a question, how does it get better than that? If it is not going very well, even then you ask the same question, how does it get better than that? Very interesting. How does it get better than this? Wonderful morning, wonderful people, nice conversation. And how does it get better than that? You'll start noticing immediately a mood shift, an emotional shift when you do that. And of course, this magic mantra of Access, it is really magical. You should say it at least 30 times during the day. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life. And that's what is going to get attracted to you in your life. Okay. So this is what I wanted to point out to you on this wonderful morning.
So Deepak, I have one query.
Yes, ma'am.
So a few people are a little more sensitive and they pick the energy of other people. They sense more.
We all do. And the people who are empaths, they pick up more.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, I'm
So-
also. Okay.
So the point is, at times, the question really, these things you said, that who does it belongs to, right? This is a good practice. But apart from that, at times we become so confused, like what's happening in my body. We can even feel in our heart, in our body, like suddenly something, there is no reason and you start feeling something.
Yeah, you do. So then keep saying, no, who does it belong to? If you feel light, then you send it back to the sender with consciousness attached. If you feel heavy, then you will have to discreate it.
Mhm.
वो सीखा है ना तुमने एक्सेस में?
Yes.
So you can do that. First of all, just know that it's not yours, okay? And don't judge it also. See, I know I'm also an empath. I pick up people's emotions. Even in a movie, I'll pick it up and start crying. Okay, but I know it's not mine.
And I have this tendency, even if I know that person only once, maybe via call or something, when I know that he or she is in pain, I will try to help. Like I at times get more involved in other people's life around me. I don't have time for myself. I found that
Yeah, so
when
you-
I'm not conscious.
So you have to be conscious of that, right? So we have a tendency to do that. Empaths, they do that, right? And you also happen to be a humanoid, you see?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but
Thank
when you recognize that, then you can deal with it, no?
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
what happens to me, what's been happening to me is I'm picking up stuff from people, so my weight is going up,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm working on it. Ki bhai, when I work with people, see, I'm healing people all the time. Consciously, unconsciously, I'm healing people all the time. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of us healers, we pick up the stuff of others and we keep it with us, thinking that if we let it go, it will go back to them. वो फिर बीमार हो जाएंगे.
Yeah.
You have to release it, send it out into the universe.
Got it.
I'm
Thank you.
24/7 healing people, you know that? I just cannot stop. So if I tell Hasina ji, I'm sending you healing, it starts going immediately. That's the way it works. At the energetic level, you know. Somebody was telling me, सुखदीपक जी, आप किसी से बात करते हो, सारा ज्ञान ट्रांसमिट कर देते हो, आपको पैसे कौन देगा? मैंने कहा मत दे, कुदरत दे देगी.
Yeah.
So it's not to be concerned about it. Just notice that I have a tendency and you just, block it. You say, all right, I've removed it from them and I'm sending it out into the universe. See, consciousness follows your attention. Remember that. Keep your attention in your control. When you start judging things, your attention gets fixed on that.
Yeah.
So don't fix it. No? Just say, okay, this is an interesting point of view. I'm picking it up and I'm now releasing it. या तो फिर वो आप रोज गाना गाया करो दिन में 10 दफा, तुम अपना रंग अपनी परेशानी मुझे दे दो, तो ले लो, रंजो गम, उनकी परेशानी ले लो, लेके अचार डालो उसका और खाओ और मोटे हो जाओ, या उसको छोड़ दो.
अब तो पूजा जी को कोई मिल भी गया है.
कोई मिल गया? कौन मिल गया?
अभी नहीं मिला है. In the process, we'll see.
अभी सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिला है, अभी क्या बोलते हैं, लर्नर्स लाइसेंस भी नहीं मिला है.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy we can laugh about it. दुआएं दो इनको, लर्नर्स लाइसेंस भी मिल जाए और ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस भी मिल जाए. Send a lot of energy so that he stops blocking it. क्योंकि पूजा जी जो हैं महत्वपूर्ण चीजों को ब्लॉक करती हैं, क्योंकि डरपोक हैं. ठीक है ना? You know the 5 elements of a great relationship, Pooja?
I would love to listen from you.
You don't know them.
I
Is it
know.
the foundation or not?
So whatever I know, but you are, I'm in mentor here, so I
नहीं,
just
वैसे
want.
ही just to see कि कितना याद है आपको. पंजाबी में याद नहीं बोल सकते ना. आपको कितना याद है बताइए जरा.
It's contribution, taking 100% responsibility. Yeah.
5 elements of great relationship. कुनैन ने तो अभी तक एक्सेस का कोई कोर्स नहीं किया, वो ही बता देंगे आपको. बताइए कुनैन साहब, what are those 5 elements of a great relationship?
Yes, sir. The first is trust. Second is honor. Third is allowance. Fourth is vulnerability. And fifth
Gratitude.
is gratitude.
Okay.
अब पूजा जी, आप में कौन सी चीज मिसिंग है इन पांचों में से? उसको आइडेंटिफाई करो, छोड़ दो. And that is the problem with most people, ना? So don't feel कि I'm the only one उसको ऐसा है. सबको बीमारी है. We are not in allowance. We don't trust.
Yeah.
Right? We have a big problem honoring. How can you honor anyone if you're busy judging?
Yes.
Correct? Then how can you be grateful also?
Yeah.
तो ग्रैटिट्यूड में तो दूसरा गाना होता है ना, मेरी जिंदगी में आए हो तो ऐसे आए. वो ग्रैटिट्यूड का गाना होता है.
Yeah.
And then vulnerability, vulnerability is allowing yourself to drop your defenses. We are not vulnerable because we are afraid of being hurt, no?
Yes.
So if you drop that fear of being hurt, then you'll be open to receive, no? A
Yeah.
lot of people on this call and many people you and I know very well in life, they may be doing a lot for people, but they are not willing to receive. क्योंकि रिसीव करने के लिए ओपन होना पड़ता है ना. तो जब खिड़की खुली होगी तो कुछ जाएगा भी और कुछ आएगा भी. हम इतने डरपोक हैं कि जाना छोड़ो, आना भी नहीं कुछ, अकेले पड़ जाओगे फिर आप गाने गाना, अकेला हूँ मैं इस दुनिया में, मेरा साथी सिर्फ मेरा साया ही है. So the elements, remember, sometimes we forget. Okay? When we get into a reactive mode, we forget everything. When we get into a resistance mode, we forget everything. Correct? That's when the default mode takes over. That is why in the world, more than 80% of the people, they use less than 10% of their knowledge. ज्ञान सब कुछ का है, but जब उसको इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए उस वक्त हमको याद नहीं आता है. Because your mind, the human mind stops functioning in unusual circumstances. So when we talk about the human mind, we are talking about the rational mind, okay? Brain number 1 and 2 does not allow this rational mind to work. So when you start using the tools that you have learned, right, you'll see that you are dealing with your irrational mind, which is the reactive mind and the resisting mind, and more of your, this mind will start to operate. Your awareness will become much more. And you'll realize that what is it that I'm afraid of? When I'm creating everything in my life, what is there to be afraid of? When I'm creating everything in my life, what is there to defend against? मुझे किसी चीज का प्रतिरोध करने की जरूरत नहीं होगी फिर. That's why, every morning when we come here, we are reinforcing these things in our minds. It allows us to live a life of ease, joy, and glory. So I thought I'll contextualize the whole thing and let you know that you are now engaged with me on a journey of consciousness. I can take you to a certain point and not beyond that. For that, you will have to invest some time and some money and come and attend the programs. And some of you have attended already. All right, so question and answer and sharing time. Yeah, and Giri Garu wanted to say something. Let us give him an opportunity he will have to talk about his 5 verticals and all that. So where did he go now? Giri
Good morning,
Garu,
sir.
go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Thank
Morning,
you
sir.
thank you for remembering my 5 verticals.
I will never forget your 5 verticals, sir.
Today, this mind thing, already I attended 2 of session of another one. I came to know that this reptilian brain and mammalian brain and the neocortex. But different version today you are given, sir. Really, I understood today only 100% how it is totally functioning. That today also that reactive mind and resistance mind and rational mind, the version, the terminology. So we are going as a leader, we should know the right terminology to communicate with the people.
Sir,
So I am-
sometimes in some areas, in some forums, no, people are
Yes, sir.
learning little bit from some book and all, and then trying to give gyan. So it happens.
sir.
It doesn't matter. At least they have introduced you to the topic, na?
Yes, sir. Really, I am very much interested. Almost 1 month, I have been doing some R&D because our mind and brain is controlling the entire things. So I am spending most of the times. Then I came to know that 0 to 7 years, the hardware. Then we are having that software that is ruling now. By attending this session, we can change at any point of time. Thank
What
you,
is
sir.
which city are you in, Giri Garu?
Kanchipuram, sir.
Oh, okay. Kanchipuram. So how far from Bangalore?
Almost 250 or 300 kilometers, sir.
Okay. I will tell Rama to talk to you.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Any question? Anything you'd like to share from your experiences? Anything from today's presentation you'd like to ask? Yes, sir. Sagar ji, कैसे हैं? कल आपकी मूड बहुत खराब था, हम सुने थे.
खराब था yesterday मूड खराब था सर मेरा.
आज ठीक है?
आज अच्छा हूँ, अच्छा फील कर रहा.
खराब और खराब कर दें क्या? जजिंग का इतना शौक है तो? You're fond of judging, no?
Yes sir.
तो हम आपको और रीजंस बता देते हैं मूड खराब होने का.
Okay.
तो हम लोग तो रीजन ढूंढते रहते हैं ना. Sorry, I'm just joking. Go ahead, Sagar.
Sir, so my question is that if we are creating everything in life, then my problems, my everything is because of myself, sir, not because of outside.
Absolutely.
And so sir, then I am just playing with the problem, creating problem and playing with the problem, sir.
Then what? आप आए किस लिए हो? You know, the infinite being was getting bored, ना? क्योंकि तो वो तो शून्य में रह रहा था, वहां तो कुछ होता ही नहीं है, वो बोर हो गया.
Right.
उसने कहा चला जाके थोड़ा, you know, like when human beings they get bored, what do? They'll watch a movie or go and play some video game, right? आजकल तो reality, virtual reality game भी चालू हो गया, हम लोग करते हैं. So infinite being also said कि let me go to planet Earth. It looks like a very interesting place. There are wars and there's suffering. Let me go and experience this also. So you came here to experience it. खुद ही आए हो, फंदा गले में खुद डाले हो, तो फिर रोते रहते हो, हाय 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 हाय.
Yes sir.
करो ना उसको.
Yes. So you say that in first of the recording session, you say that bigger picture we are seeing with our brain, it is very limited, but as an infinite being, we there is a bigger picture, but our brain does not allow to see that bigger picture and not to trust that bigger picture. Sir, how to have that trust to the bigger picture? I know my bigger picture, what I want, but I just could not allow, or I just holding it back to happen that bigger picture. Sir.
Which part of you is holding back? Your logic. All your logic is in brain number 2, right?
Right.
1 and 2 is always holding them back, right?
Right.
So you have to let go. बोलते हैं ना, even religion में बोलते हैं surrender करो, अपने आप को आत्मसमर्पण करो means what? Give up your bloody ego, give up your fears. See, I'm telling you the simple method, my friend. Stop judging.
Wow.
क्योंकि आपके जजमेंट से ही तो फियर भी आता है, एंगर भी आता है, डिसलाइक भी आता है. एज एन इन्फिनिट बीइंग यू विल से कि चलो अभी तक मैं ये वाली रील चला रहा था, इसको रिप्लेस करके दूसरी लगा देता हूं. ये रील मुझे पसंद नहीं आ रहा है तो मैं दूसरा रील चलाता हूं. See, we are only writing the script of our life, right?
Right, sir.
So if you don't like the story that you are narrating, change it.
Right, sir. So
But you
if
need to believe.
so if I want to create a new reality, a new creation, and that creation, that reality affect my surrounding, or it will hurt the surrounding of my reality, then what will I have to do? Means I don't have to create what I want, sir.
That is your belief system, right? Because
Right.
your belief system believes firmly, if I do this, they will feel hurt. Well, is there a way to create it without making them hurt also? And Yeko, I cannot do too much of this conversation right now, okay? For obvious reasons.
Yes.
जब बुलाओगे ना नेपाल में, वहाँ करेंगे.
Sure, sir. We will have that
Yeah, because
session
you
in Nepal. It's
like
very much needed.
senior, but just know this much, even if you stop judging na, and you start operating in your life from this tool called interesting point of view, what else is possible?
Point of view.
How does it get better
What
than
else is possible?
and listen to your awareness and have the courage to follow your awareness. Now, then that fellow called fear will come.
Right.
Uncertainty will come. फिर आप हाथ खड़े कर दोगे, नहीं बड़ा खतरनाक है. So we have to be unreasonable. So unreasonable people will say how to make it possible. Reasonable people will say नहीं ये बड़ा मुश्किल है, छोड़ो इसको. Unreasonable fellow will say how to make it possible. What else is possible? मुझे ये करना है. How to make it possible? What else is possible?
How to
Be
make
the
it
question.
possible.
Possibilities will always show up. Problem with us is we give up easily.
Right.
थोड़ा सा opposition आया. I'll tell you something about Kudrat, you know. Providence has a way of testing your resolve. Providence will always test your commitment by putting a few obstacles in your path. If you give up, then you give up. But if you, even parents, you know that, when you say I want to do something, they'll say nahi. They want to see kitna dam hai isme. I know a lot of parents, whatever the child says, they will let them do it easily. He does nothing. Then after some time they stop believing in him. कि रोज ही कोई नया आइडिया लेके आता है, करता तो कुछ नहीं है.
This is happening in my life, sir.
So I'm telling you, na?
Yes, sir.
So you need to have the conviction and the commitment to go forward and not give up. And one of the ways of not giving up is being unreasonable. An unreasonable person always says, I don't know what to do, but I'll find a way to do it. What else is
Wow.
possible? रास्ते
What else
हमेशा
is-
होते हैं, खोजने वाले को मिल जाते हैं. हम खोजना बंद कर देते हैं ना.
Yes, sir.
छोटी सी चीज पे छोड़ देते हैं तो बड़ी चीज कहां से कर लेंगे. छोटी सी चीज होगी, पर जब आपको चाहिए होता है आईफोन तो कर लेते हो ना.
Sir, you
जब
are saying
जूता खरीदना
everything
होता है
from my
14,000
mind.
रुपए का तो कर लेते हो ना.
Yes, sir.
कैसे कर लेते हो? You can do it in one situation, you can do it in any situation, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so there is something, it is called the courage of conviction. Once you're, having the conviction about something, you will find a way to do it. Otherwise, you will live in your world of excuses. So I have a friend of mine, he's able to take a 40 lakh rupees loan, all right, for sending his daughter to a foreign country, right? But he will
Big money, yes.
invest a small amount for his self growth. Saying कि नहीं sir, मैं तो खाली हो गया हूँ. So that is the nature of the human mind. Yeah? What can you do? But if you are, having the courage of your convictions, conviction से ताकत आती है, commitment से ताकत आती है, then you'll never give up. And if you don't give up, your own mind will start to show you possibilities. Because possibilities are always there, but we don't see them. Because we are bloody darpok people. Darpok people don't see possibilities.
Right, sir.
Darpok people only see limitations. So do you
No,
want to
sir.
who sees only limitations?
No, sir. I want to see possibility.
Great. So how did the way you made certain things possible in your life, the same way you can make other things also possible, right? You got the strength. क्योंकि किया है आपने.
Right, sir.
It's not like you've never done it. All the people over here, they've done it. But they do it only when they have to, when they desperately want something. You
Right,
understand?
sir. Right. Yes, sir.
जब डंडा पड़ता है तो सब कुछ कर लेते हैं. They can organize a costly family holiday also.
Yes.
They can do anything if they want to. But why is that belief limited only to few things? That's what I mean. In our survival mode of living, we got so habituated to this, wherever we are getting maximum pressure, that we will do. Now you cannot put pressure on yourself, unfortunately. वो सीखा नहीं है ना. The pressure of your own commitment.
Yes.
अपने आप को तो फुसला देते हो ना बहाने देके कि अब क्या
Right,
करूं,
sir, right.
मुश्किल है, it's very difficult, But when you meet somebody जो आपके वो बहानों से नहीं फुसल रहा है, फिर आपको करना ही पड़ता है ना, तो कर लेते हो ना फिर. We do it, no? When you're not able to flummox those people, they say, I don't care, you have to do it. Then you do it.
Right.
You getting it?
Yes, sir.
Good start, the questioning and all. Go for it. My advice to you, don't give up. Keep looking for possibilities. You will find them. And you're quite an enterprising young man anyways. You're not an ordinary guy.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. All right, anybody,
love you, sir.
anything you'd like to say?
I love you, sir.
Oh, thank you. So I'd like a few words from our good friend, Mr. Rama, who silently came in, and now we can see him on there. Anything you'd like to say before we say bye-bye for today, Rama?
Sorry, sir, I joined late. Yeah, of course, coming to EMC every day and learning so much from you is a great blessing for all of us. So thank you for spending your time in spite of being awake in
What
the
is your offering to this
night.
group today, sir?
So my offering to the group is I'm always available for any like you are healing everybody and being available for them. I'm also available for the people.
You have an offering which is coming up on the 5th of December.
Right.
Why don't you tell Giri Garu about it?
Oh yeah, I will talk to him. So 5th December, I have Access Boss workshop in Bangalore. So if anybody is interested, could join that. And most probably we'll have one in Dubai as well, end of December.
And good news for Bombay people. I've got an Access Bars workshop on the 24th of this month in Mumbai. So anybody who's interested can message me. All right. Anything else? Very well. On a lighter note or a serious note, anything you would like to say?
Thank you very much.
Otherwise, we will ask Kunain ji and Kuldeep ji. And by the way, I also have a workshop on the 28th, Access Bars in Hyderabad. We have some people in it. I think Major Saab is also in it. And anybody else in Hyderabad wants to join, most welcome. All right. In that case, Kuldeep ji, aapse kuch
quick
shairi ho
word,
jaye.
sir. Yeah. Just a quick word.
Really
Sir.
looking forward.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Sir, also say that what is happening, what is brewing up in Calcutta for your Access Bar thing, and probably people will be intimated later. Also say that, announce it.
Yeah. So we are planning a workshop in Calcutta also, most probably in January or February. And as things develop, we will inform you. Thank you, Vilan ji. Good morning to you.
Good
You
morning.
were very silent today.
I've been listening, darling.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes,
Right.
Kuldeep ji.
Sorry,
सर एक शेर है कि निखरती है मुसीबतों से ही शख्सियत, निखरती है मुसीबतों से ही शख्सियत, चट्टानों से उल्हे बगैर झरना नहीं बनता।
Wow, wow. Fantastic. Kunayan, why don't you translate his share and then say yours also?
मुसीबतों से बनती है शख्सियत. When you face the challenges, you know your real strength. And चट्टानों से
उल्हे बगैर
उलझे बगैर,
झरना
चट्टानों
नहीं
से
बनता।
चट्टानों से उलझे बगैर झरना नहीं बनता. So if you don't fight, if you don't challenge the challenges, you can't flourish that way.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yes, Kunayan
So-
sir.
इसी से मिलता जुलता एक शेर है कि क्यों डरें कि जिंदगी में क्या होगा, क्यों डरें कि जिंदगी में क्या होगा, हर वक्त क्यों सोचें कि बुरा होगा, बढ़ते चलें मंजिलों की ओर, हमें कुछ मिले ना मिले तजुर्बा तो नया होगा.
Good. Very good.
Fantastic. I love that one.
Very nice.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for your participation today. I hope you found it useful and interesting. And come join us tomorrow morning at 7:30 for another interesting and useful session of empowering morning conversation. God bless you. Have a wonderful day and have a wonderful weekend. So have fun and bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, sir.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Good day, everybody.
Good day.
Thank you all.